Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play West of Loathing. In the previous episode, we started up the quest of the El Vibrato technology, meeting the professor, along with also encountering Shaggy Dog Cave and finding a rather creepy doll. Now, I was on my way to the old mission to start that thing, but we encountered the Big Apple. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. Well, that's unpleasant. I'll be over here. Upwind. Blech. The only thing for us to do is clean it up with our shovel. All it's saying is that it's a little smaller than it was before. And we had 124, we are now at, that's good for a good 50 XP, which is nothing to sneeze at. I'm actually going to save up and get lockpick and expertise number 2, because I know that in the second area... Okay. We're going to need some more lockpicking. You know, I'm sure there are more fun ways to get a little exercise. Blech. Okay, now let's go to the old mission. Dynamite Dance, Discount Dynamite Dare House. It's basically just a place where you can buy dynamite. Nothing too exciting. Alice glances up at the bell towers of the mission. I'll just stay out here if it's all the same to you. I'm a woman of science, and I've got all the religion I need right here in this flask. Fair enough. She looks distressed. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The Cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Talia. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect the 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait. Do they call you Memento She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked under her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? The saints... Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the Cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh. How much time is there? Well, actually he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent. But still! Alright, I'll get them back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait a second, are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably, but if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out. Oh dear, the Cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this, but go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Alright. Pew pew, pew pew pew. Good luck down there. Yeah, something tells me I'm gonna need it. The coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. It's empty. Curious. There's something I want to pick up first. Well, that's something I want to drop off. It's an empty alcove. There's a little serial number. Serial number written below it. Oh hey, this is where that skull you found goes. There we go, safe and sound. This pile of skulls has been cemented together for some reason. At the center of the pile, you unearth on skull, a shiny black stone. It's making more noise than stones usually do. Well, let's take a look at it. The stone is only whispering, but it's still eerily louder than most of the stones you encounter. This rock is really whispering up a storm. It's in some weird dialect you can barely understand, though. Wait, no, it's just a thick accent is all. Listen more closely. Alice cocks an eyebrow. Are you sure you want to listen to this thing? Yes. You listen carefully to the stone. Over the course of a few minutes, its whispers resolve into comprehensible English. The stuff the stone is whispering turns out to be pretty boring. It's mostly just trivia about the geology of Tennessee. Meaningless to you unless you're planning a spelunking trip soon. Oh well, at least you can understand the accent now. Appalachian skull whispering. You're fluent in the specific dialect of the whispers of the dead. Eerie. Let's see. Skull's whispering to you, that doesn't seem right. Listen closely. Some dark mountain secrets to you, which we can't print here because your computer would catch fire. Well, thank you for not printing them. Ooh, souvenir spoon. +3 moxie. Let's see, what was in my offhand? Oh, right, the sweet-smelling flowers. Well, I don't need those right now. The skull is twitching in an unnerving fashion, though I guess there's no way it could be twitching that wouldn't be unnerving. Well, let's stop it. And maybe get another level up for Doc Alice, please? Nope. Well, one skull. You claim its only possession as a reward. Ooh, another gold tooth. Are you sure? There's a lot of them, and they're really mad. Maybe angering all of them at once isn't a great idea. Kick him. Ban the hammer. Yeah, hit me with your best shot. Which I suppose that's currently what you're doing, so hey. Okay, I might want to start getting some healing going. Whoops. I actually meant to use a shotgun that time. Wonder why Doc Alice isn't getting any XP from this. Oh well. These bones are jiggling and rattling in an agitated way. Whisper to them. You whisper some ancient words of appeasement to the bones and they settle down a bit. This pile of skulls is strictly decorative. Right. It's a plaque. Here lies St. Beavis. After he died, his body kept trying to rise to heaven, but it was so heavy it just kind of flopped around a bunch. They had to inter him in a big stone sarcophagus to put a stop to it. Gross. Geez, they really knew how to build heavy stone sarcophagi back in the day. Sarcophaguses? Pretty sure sarcophagi is the proper pronunciation. You grunt and strain and force the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Well, let's wake him up, why don't we? Now, this guy can be difficult if you're a cowpuncher because he's got a ton of muscle. Enough that'll probably reduce your damage at this point to pretty much nothing. But not that that matters to us. Shame I couldn't get Alice's bone saw before this, because she could just one-shot him. Didn't really do anything. It's supposed to do more damage to well, the undead, but still. St. Beefus' finger. St. Beefus was so big that he had more bones in his little finger than most people have in their entire arm. And St. Beefus' thigh. This is actually a very good weapon to have and to equip for quite a while. Oh, Alice picks up the bones and examines it carefully. Epiphany of some sort. Good. Now she gets a level up. Oh well. Even if I'm not a melee character, having the extra HP and muscle will still be useful. Remains of some dark ritual. It didn't give me time to finish reading. Just some trash. Clove, cherut butts, stubs of black eyeliner pencils, that kind of thing. The necromancer's cultists are real litter bugs. It's strange, though. How did they even get in here? Cryptic note about ley lines. See, you examine the weird diagram, but you can't make heads or tails of it. You stick the note in your necromancer journal for now. I should check that out. Well, I know just the guy to do that. Oh, wait. Completely forgot. Here lies Santa Cortada. She was drawn and quartered by heretics, and then the quarters that had her head on it was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get her body to stay together, even after she was just bones. Spooky. Saint appears to be resting in pieces. Let's reassemble it. Okay, you're pretty sure you've got the bones assembled correctly. Let's fight. Nope! At the very last minute, the bones fly apart. Seems like all you accomplished was making them angry. Rats. Oh, well. Might as well start shooting. Ah, perfect. Oatsaw. And I believe we get to use this as much as we want, though it only works on bones. So anything else, you get Jack Diddley. Which means I'm not going to want to waste it on enemies I've already damaged. And with that, Santa Cortada is down. You got the skull. This skull has a real on-again, off-again relationship with the rest of Santa Cortada's skeleton. And Santa Cortada's ring. See, this ring makes you feel like you can be in multiple places at once. Mysticality. Well, actually, Mysticality would do me some good, especially considering I don't actually have a ring yet. Oh wait, I do. An old wedding ring, but it does nothing. The only thing you can use it for is melting them down for silver bullets. And lastly, Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for impersonating a pope, but there was some kind of bureaucratic issue, so they weren't able to unbeatify him. I am a pope, seriously. Saint Pope stands beatifically behind the days. He just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. Well, let's insult him. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush and a sailor's mother ashamed of a sailor. Saint Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Oops. Now, this is the only fight in the entire game, as far as I've seen, that uses the sleaze status effect. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you... Okay, I can't. She's just gonna kill him. But yeah, I've never seen any other fight in the entire game that uses the sleaze status effect. The Pope's pelvis. It's never been used. I don't want to know what that's supposed to mean. And fake Pope hat. Mine's better. If a little weird looking. Well, with that, we're done in the old mission. Let's see, you turn the skull, you lock the skull back in its glass case. It seems annoyed, but Sister Mary thanks you effusively. You pop the Pope pelvis back on its Pope pelvis plinth. Sister Mary is pleased as punch. You return the weirdly huge finger bone to its reliquary. Sister Mary looks delighted. You recovered all of the relics. Oh, praise be. Thank you. I'm glad to have helped, Sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but these boots look like they might fit you. Oh, interesting. When I played the Cowpuncher, I got a pair of pants. Let's see. +1 maximum AP. Well, the extra 3 Moxie is much appreciated. Okay, now to do some wandering, see if I can't find the ranch I was looking for. No, but I did get Coleridge Mine, which I'm not going to complain about. I'll just stay out here and watch the horses. Don't mind me. Don't mind you? Ugh, don't start with the puns. No better than those damn Ross kids. Wait, what? Who? Never mind. I believe this is one of the places... Well, this is a place that I need to go, but... Unfortunately, I need to visit somewhere else first. So, back to wandering. Come on. Let's see, a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. Nope, it's a nest of rattlers. Ooh, that extra damage from the whip is nice. Well, he whiffed, but he still managed to poison me. Jerk. Come on. I know it's around here. I'm looking at the map and I can see it. Not what I was looking for. But I'll take it. I don't believe there's really anything for us to find here except an unlimited supply of snakes. What do you think? About what? Snakes pouring out of that hole in the rock over there? Yeah. I think I'm going to continue to stand over here. Smart move. Yeah, that's all there is. It's just a place where you can fight snakes. Now, can we please get the ranch? Thank you. Oh, look, a cow. Considering there's a cow standing right there, maybe this isn't a good time for a chat. Fine. Ooh, he's a tough one. But not tough enough. Roasted cow tongue. Oh boy. Not looking forward to what we have to do later to finish off these cows. And the ranch wrecked by marauding cattle. It's a damn shame. Why do they do it, do you think? I don't think there's any motive other than to cause suffering and object suffering. Oh well, gonna need this length of rope. This needle will be nice. Red hot poker. And not as good as St. Beefus' thigh. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Wait a second. You recognize that name? Curly? Curly Butterfield? The legend of Curly's meat? Looks like this outhouse is worth investigating. Luckily, you don't have to actually go inside the outhouse, because once you open the door, you find a map scratched onto the inside of it. It appears to lead to Coleridge Mine, just west of where you are right now. There's an inset map of mine itself with a big X scrawled between three strange triangular icons. Curious. And here you can find an unlimited supply of ungulates. This is basically a good place to go to train up your, Susie if you need to. And thankfully I've got more than enough experience to level up my lockpicking. Ooh, and hornswoggling. Let's see. Salvage what we can, because we're going to need that later. Get a needle to make up for the one we just spent, and a bunch of toy skeletons, which we are going to need for something. Unfortunately, we can't use that just yet, because there's a bunch of stuff we need to do. Surprised nothing happened. Now we can check out Coleridge Mine. See, there's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work this mine. Let's see, W.M. Ellsbury. The label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo, and the third one is labeled Loose Ben and has a combination lock on it. Well, let's get the first one. Ellsbury's helmet, bottle of laudanum. Okay. Open the second one. You open the second door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him where they stuffed him into his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful murderous intent. Oh boy. Shame he's not going to get to act out his murderous intent. Nothing too good. Oh wait, third one. You actually need safe cracking for this one. Fortunately, the sort of lockers that they have at work sites for employees to put their lunches in are not exactly high-security locks. Nuts. There's nothing inside except a couple of old empty milk bottles and their discarded paper caps. The caps advertise the Butterfield Dairy with a little logo in the shape of a territory and a star presumably marking the dairy's location. Okay, so it's a way to find the Butterfield Ranch without, you know, without having... It's basically a way to find the ranch. Oh, good thing we have that rope. 4 meat veins. And here's that strange spot. Weird, there was a camp that had a compass buried here. That had to have buried there. Let's see, the compass needle is pointing generally northwestish. Yeah, over the mountains. Another meat vein. Another meat vein. Another cart. It's an exposed meat vein, throbbing and pulsing. Warm. This cart looks like it's only partially real. Looted anyways. Black fluid oozes from the vein. The scabrous mass sits on the floor. Take the fluid. Cart is vibrating. Yeah, because none of this is creepy at all. The slit runs the length of the meat vein. It's going further than you expected. It's warm. You're in up to your shoulder when you feel it. A beating heart. Rip it out! Oof, this guy looks like he should have picked better friends. Really? Alright, that's it. Let's get out of here because this place is starting to creep me out. Let's see. Ah, yes. One other thing we can find in this section. That is if it'll show up. Come on. Let's see. Off the side of the trail, you notice one of those furry cactuses. It has definitely seen better days. Its prongs are limp and its hairy coating is disheveled. Spruce it up. You comb its hair and prop up its joints to make it look more attractive and vigorous. Alrighty then. Come on, I know it's around here. Mine stuff. Alright? Well, now it's mine. Come on. Show us the campsite. There we go. Also, I just realized I don't have a timer running. Yikes. Well, I'm just gonna get through this last bit and assume that's where we're ending it. Knapsack. Daily on abuse recently. Search it. See, most of the contents are trashed from being stomped on. You do find a dented can of potted meat, though. You also notice that the knapsack has a knife sheath strapped to the side, but you don't see a knife anywhere. Campfire has been thoroughly stomped on and kicked. Someone was real serious about fire safety. Wow. Well now, this place is a hell of a mess. Looks like some poor bastard got his camp trampled by cows. Not just his camp. Yikes. This tent is a real mess. Looks like it was trampled by a whole herd of cows. There's something odd about it, though. More thorough inspection reveals dusty boot prints on the tattered canvas. Cows don't typically wear boots, especially considering they're sometimes made of leather. Yikes, you think maybe this used to be a person. Diagnosis, Doc? Cause of death? Hit by a freight train. Well, the only tracks I see are cow tracks, though. Could have been cows, I suppose. There's a leg missing, though. Cows aren't meat eaters. Well, neither are trains. Cow tracks leading away from the mangled corpse. It probably wouldn't be hard to follow them. Since you have reason to believe these tracks may be fake, you can either follow them or head in the opposite direction. Let's head in the opposite direction. You head in the opposite direction for about a half a mile and discover another campsite, this one occupied. You observe the campers carefully from a distance before approaching. They're dressed weirdly, in brightly colored baggy clothes and white face paint. As you get closer, you realize they're dressed up as rodeo clowns. Gross. Why would they do that? There doesn't seem to be a rodeo happening anywhere near here. Let's approach the camp. Ugh, clowns. I don't know about you, but that makeup gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, no kidding. This rodeo clown is playing a harmonica. The tune he's playing basically goes doo 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 doo. He nods politely, but keeps playing. This rodeo clown is eating comically large haunch of meat. He narrows his eyes as if to say, mine. Simple three-man tent, which probably sleeps about 40 clowns. Howdy. This clown is idly juggling a knife. I don't see that. Howdy, stranger, he says with a smile. Howdy. What are you guys doing out there? Out here. Clowns exchange glances. Camping? You can tell by the campfire. What I mean is, there's no rodeo or circus around here, so why are you guys in rodeo clown outfits? Oh, that. Our circus is up north. We're on break, so we decided to take in the sights. What circus? I didn't hear anything about a circus in the area. Oh, you wouldn't have. It's just a little traveling show. You aren't missing anything. What's it called, though? The clown hesitates, then shrugs. It's called Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow. Perfectly normal? Why is it called that? He narrows his eyes at you. Accuracy. How far north is it? Oh, pretty far. Too far for you to worry about. No, really, how far? It's up near Goblin Gulch. Wow, that is really far north. Right, exactly, too far. You walked all the way down from there? Wait a minute, you guys walked all the way down here from the northernmost part of the territory for sightseeing. On your break. We get really long breaks. We have a good union. Look, I may have literally fallen off a turnip truck recently. That doesn't mean I'm stupid. What are you guys doing here, really? The harmonica player stops playing, and the clown's eyes grow very cold. His friendly grin turns into a snarl. We're traveling tutors, giving lessons in minding your own friggin' business. Would you like a free sample? Nope, never mind, sorry. The harmonica starts up again as the clowns relax a bit. That's good. Why spoil a lovely day, right, partner? Heh. Right. Not what I meant to do. What are you guys doing out here? What I mean is, what circus? What's it called? How far north? Oh, pretty far for you. Too far for you to worry about. No, really, how far? Where is it exactly? Why would you even want to go there? Look, don't worry about it. Oh, I get it. You're embarrassed. You don't want me to find out how crappy your circus is. Hey, it all fits in one wagon, right? And I bet the freak show is just a shaved baboon and the lion tamer has to swap places with the guy wearing the lion costume after each show. I'll have you know it's the finest circus you'll ever see. You filthy heat. Give me that map. You discover the new map location, Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow. Let's try if we can get a discount. I don't know, that's an awful long way to travel and then pay my own money to see a 2-foot-high trapeze act. The clown clenches his jaw. You can hear his teeth grinding. You're gonna eat those words when you see our show, buddy. The clown pulls a brightly colored slip of paper from his pocket and practically throws it at you. Why, thank you, that's quite gracious of you. And now we're gonna kill them. Do you know anything about that wrecked camp nearby? The clown with the meat chuckles quietly. Somebody's camp got wrecked? Why, that's terrible. Whatever happened? Oh, I think you know what happened. The harmonica falls silent and the clown's eyes grow very cold. He stops toying aimlessly with his knife. Ah, wait. No, wrong era. Well, it looks like the work of cows. You know, now that you mention it, we did hear quite a ruckus coming from not too far away. A lot of, mooing and so on, right? Right, boys? The other two clowns nod in agreement. You guys know a lot about cows, right? Now, why would you assume that? Just because we're clowns? Well, I figured it comes with the territory. It's been a good 20 years since rodeo was an actual thing, you know. So why do you dress that way? Dress? Oh, well, it's tradition after all. Isn't it inconvenient? How do you mean? The makeup and bag of clothes and all. Haha, well, you might say we're used to it. Taking it off would be more inconvenient, right, fellas? Well, it must be hard to talk to people when they're all creeped out. Oh, do you think we're creepy? He leers at you, showing yellow teeth in the flickering light of the campfire. They almost look pointed. Yeah, relax, partner. That's just the old stories getting you worked up. You mean the old stories about how demon cows and demon clowns war against each other in hell, and rodeo clowns dressed like that because the rodeos were sort of like reenactments of those battles? You've done your homework. So what do you think? Are demon clowns real? I think I'm looking at some right now. Oh, dearie dear. Well, now you go and say things like that. You know we can't let you leave here alive, right, stranger? Bring it, freak show. Now, this guy is hiding behind a barrel, which I'm gonna have to take out with a melee attack before I can do anything to him. Yeah, start your swinging. May as well take this guy with the knife out first. And let Doc Alice heal me up. 25 points. I think the old mission was a grand idea if it got her that powerful. So powerful, in fact, that I'm going to have her keep doing this to keep me from dying. Yeah, unfortunately, you can go on without your partners, but your partners can't go on without you. I don't think we need to worry about healing, now with only one guy left. Well, that's one pack of demonic rodeo clowns that won't be troubling people anymore, and boy, you did not expect to be thinking that sentence today. You poke around their campsite for a bit, but don't find anything of value apart from their leader's knife and a ticket to the circus. Well, the harmonica, maybe, but that clown had his lips all over it. Ugh. Not much better than our bone. You also find a note in one of the lead clown's pockets. Ew. It seems to be orders to check out an abandoned tannery not far from Dirtwater. It's probably a bad idea to let these guys wander around near town, so maybe you should investigate. Oh, we'll investigate, but not yet, because I'm assuming that we're out of time for this episode. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.